On behalf of Boone County, Illinois, Growth Dimensions would like to thank you for joining us today to learn about the Belvidere-Boone County Enterprise Zone. Whether you're here because you are involved on a project within the Enterprise Zone, or if you're simply joining to learn more, we hope this presentation gives you the insight needed to understand the benefits of an Enterprise Zone. An Enterprise Zone is a geographic area that is granted special breaks, regulatory exemptions, or other public assistance in order to encourage private economic development and job creation. The program encourages private companies to stay or relocate within an enterprise zone. Enterprise zones are among Illinois' most important and effective tools to stimulate economic growth and neighborhood revitalization. Although the Enterprise Zone program is overseen and supervised at the state level by the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, also known as DCEO, its ultimate success depends on the level of localized commitment and participation. In order to remain current on Illinois Enterprise Zone guidance and best practices, Growth Dimensions is a member of the Illinois Enterprise Zone Association, which facilitates and guides local level enterprise zone activities. The Belvidere-Boone County Enterprise Zone was created by and is administered by the County of Boone, City of Belvidere, the Village of Capron, and the Village of Poplar Grove. Growth Dimensions Economic Development for Belvidere and Boone County manages this program for these municipalities, but it is a separate entity outside of these units of government. Boone County has numerous areas identified as part of the Belvidere-Boone County Enterprise Zone. These locations can be found within Boone County, the City of Belvidere, Village of Poplar Grove, and the Village of Capron. To determine if a property is within the Enterprise Zone, you can enter an address or property number in an easy-to-use map, which can be found on the Growth Dimensions website. Illinois Enterprise Zones offer many incentives and benefits, which we will cover soon. On a local level, governing bodies can provide additional incentives within their identified zone. In Boone County, we offer property tax abatements. If your property sees an increase in its equalized assessed value, also known as EAV, as a result of construction, renovations, or rehabilitations on a property within the Enterprise Zone, you may receive property tax abatements through participating taxing districts on the increased value portion. The first year your abatement starts, you'll receive 80% abated on the increase in value. The second year is 60%, the third year is at 40%, and the fourth and final year, 20% is abated. One item of note is that you must completely close out the Enterprise Zone project through Growth Dimensions to receive the abatement. This consists of completing a project closing form with final costs. Another Boone County benefit received for being located in the Enterprise Zone is 50% off building permit fees. Each municipality in Boone County recognizes this benefit. Whether you obtain your permit through Boone County, Belvidere, Poplar Grove, or Capron, you'll receive the building permit fee reduction. In order to receive the 50% discount, the Enterprise Zone application must first be submitted to Growth Dimensions, which includes the business name, federal ID number, unemployment ID number when applicable, estimated project costs, and project completion date. Growth Dimensions will then confirm with the municipality's building department that an application was received and the business is now eligible for the discount. As I mentioned earlier, there are numerous incentives that are offered by the state of Illinois. The most recognizable is the building materials sales tax exemption. This incentive provides the exemption of the Illinois state and local sales tax on eligible new building materials and equipment that are permanently affixed to the real property. You can view a full list of eligible materials on the Growth Dimensions website. Full transparency, Retailers are not required by law to participate. The purchaser must ask the retailer for cooperation on this incentive. Retailers have, however, demonstrated good cooperation throughout the history of this program, as this incentive permits them to give customers a break without any cost to themselves. As for the open market natural gas tax exemption, companies that are located within the boundaries of an Illinois enterprise zone are entitled to an exemption on the state sales tax for wheeled or open market natural gas transactions. The next incentive we will discuss is the investment tax credit. The Illinois Income Tax Act allows corporations, trusts, estates, individuals, partners, and Subchapter S shareholders a 0.5% credit against the state income tax for investments in qualified property, which is placed in service in an enterprise zone. This credit is in addition to the existing 0.5% investment tax credit allowed statewide against the corporate personal property replacement tax. The investment tax credit applies against gross income subject to Illinois income tax and to the depreciable basis of qualified property placed in service within the zone. It is a one-time credit given in the taxable year in which the property is placed in service. If the amount of the credit exceeds the tax liability for that year, the excess may be carried forward and applied to tax liability of the 5 taxable years following the excess credit year. Some examples of qualified property can be seen on this slide. Examples of non-qualifying property include land, inventories, small personal computers, trademarks, typewriters, and other small non-depreciable or intangible assets. The state of Illinois also has the utility tax exemption for companies located within the enterprise zone. A business enterprise certified by DCEO as making an investment in a zone that either creates a minimum of 200 full-time equivalent jobs in Illinois or retains a minimum of 1,000 full-time jobs in Illinois, a 5% state tax exemption on gas, electricity, and the Illinois Commerce Commission 0.1% administrative charge and excise taxes on the act or privilege of originating or receiving telecommunications. Local utility tax exemptions not included in this exemption. To be eligible for this incentive, DCEO must certify that the business makes an investment of at least $5 million in an enterprise zone and has created a minimum of 200 full-time equivalent jobs, or makes an investment of at least $20 million in an enterprise zone and has retained a minimum of 1,000 full-time jobs in Illinois. A business must submit an application to DCEO documenting the eligible investment and that the job creation or job retention criteria have been met. Growth Dimensions is happy to assist businesses in getting this information to DCEO. Also on the slide, you'll see there is a pollution control facilities exemption. This is a little less common since eligible businesses must have tangible personal property used or consumed within the enterprise zone in the operation of pollution control facilities. DCEO must certify the business is eligible to qualify, which means a business must make an investment in an Illinois enterprise zone that creates a minimum of 200 full-time jobs or retains a minimum of 2,000 full-time jobs. The last enterprise zone benefit we are going to go over today is the manufacturing, machinery, and equipment sales tax exemption. More simply put, the MME. A business enterprise may receive a 6.25% state sales tax exemption on all tangible property which is used or consumed within an enterprise zone, in the process of manufacturing or assembly of tangible personal property for wholesale or retail sale or lease. The DCEO must first certify that there is a $5 million investment that either creates a minimum of 200 full-time equivalent jobs in Illinois or retains a minimum of 2,000 full-time jobs in Illinois, or retains 90% of the existing jobs. This exemption includes repair and replacement parts for machinery and equipment used primarily in the process of manufacturing or assembling tangible personal property for wholesale or retail sale or lease, and equipment, manufacturing fuels, material and supplies for the maintenance, repair, or operation of manufacturing or assembly machinery or equipment. Tangible property for the MME sales tax exemption include repair and replacement parts, hand tools, materials and supplies such as abrasives, acids and lubricants, protective clothing, and safety equipment, and any fuel used for machinery and equipment. As evident by the number of incentives discussed today, the Enterprise Zone is a great program we are able to offer in Belvidere and Boone County to assist businesses as they expand within the county. It is also a means to spur economic growth and development by having this program to offer to potential new businesses. Should you have any additional questions, we invite you to visit the Growth Dimensions website at growthdimensions.org. You can also reach out to us at 815-547-4252 or email us at office@growthdimensions.org. Thank you for joining us today.